This is an origami dragon I just folded. The gap between my window and shades made the perfect glowing little number 1. Helen Keller, Maya Angelou and Eleanor Roosevelt Barbies. There's Braille on the Helen Keller box. I've made a fireplace with a rotating mirror ball. The roof in my apartment collapsed due to rain, but the latex paint caught the dry wall. Couple panels I wired yesterday. The amount of medication I have to take in a week after a kidney transplant. My ice cream spoon that's shaped like a shovel. Finding out that my cat potty trained himself. My Chinese tattoo is also a Japanese tattoo and they both translate to the same thing. Soy sauce. My cactus bloomed at night. Saw a pink spider. Different gum tree leaves during winter in Australia. Here are my muffin syndrome hands. This little guy grabbed an equally little watermelon from my garden. A button for crossing the road on a horse. This donut box looks like a giant VHS tape. Circle of glass knocked out of window by chip of concrete thrown from circular saw cutting curbstone outside. This unused boat is being reclaimed by nature. My shower has a pressure handle and temperature handle. I always have perfect temperature showers now. My son was born 100 years after my grandpa. This emergency button at the venomous snake exhibit. Toledo Zoo. Stray cat hostel on the coast of Bernardin, Slovenia. Jack Skellington in my morning coffee. My mosquito bite has an almost straight red line exiting out from it. This kindergarten in Australia enforcing a one-way road with spikes. Would not I saw look kinda like a bunny? Bricks are constantly growing out of the ground all over our property because in the late 1800s there was a brick manufacturing company located here. The way this foxglove dodged my house. The sun reflecting on my drying dishes looks like Saturn. Found a destroyed Nokia. A flower has grown between these tiles. My room as a teen might as well have been an 80s museum. This particularly round potato chip. I'm sitting with a snail in a bar. This Arby's in Knoxville, Tennessee still uses their original sign from the 1970s. Apparently, there's only 100 of them left in commission. 2 identical wool blankets. 20 years of use versus 20 years in storage. Went to a concert last night and someone was filming it on a Nintendo DS. There's a meerkat in my gold buzz. Used my laser cutter to protect my chopping board from demons. My gold and copper crayons have oxidized. Found the Pizza Planet truck in real life. My blanket became a nice big burrito in the dryer. No, it wasn't dry in the middle. Plant I saw on my walk has pleasant geometry. grey Skittles for Pride Month. The kids menu at this restaurant I stopped in. I treated my shoes with a protective spray, and every time it rains you can see where I did it. My son has glow-in-the-dark stars on his comforter. My phone was open and face down on one of the stars, and you could see the outline of everything on my phone screen when we turned the lights off. Trash I found in 25 square feet of my forest. My father was an eye doctor, and those are the glass eye prostheses he would show the patients. The curtain in my kitchen has holes that cast a creepy skull-shaped shadow. I asked the local coffee shop not to put ketchup on my badger or I'd cry. They complied. Sarah W. Please don't cry. The packaging for this sign here is covered in plastic despite saying plastic free. Oregon Trail wagon wheel ruts in Goonsey, Wyoming. A firefly landed on my lingo. I saw a rainbow cloud today. This heirloom tomato slice looks like a brain scan. There's an apple on this apple. The traditional light bulb idea has a new look. My spoon was made by Shell, the oil company. The mystery machine parked in my neighbor's driveway. Amusing billboard ad for Auto Router Plumbing. Go ahead, eat the burrito. We got you. Failed attempt to catch a pic of lightning. Makes it looks like a daytime photo. Pic taken just past midnight. A particularly big potato chip. Sea glass worn down by the ocean. Found on the east coast of Australia. This humidity in the parking lot is creating something. This card deck that has ones instead of aces. My girlfriend's great-grandma earned this in 1997. The way my friend takes notes. This is what midnight looks like in central Sweden at the summer solstice. The saggot we found at the beach. Lizard controlling a human came into my work today. Found a 5 leaves clover in my garden. Was given a penny from 1920 from a tip last night. Found this interesting bug that looks like moss. In Poland you can buy vodka in yogurt cups. The Sony Walkman WMD6 found at a flea market. The Rolls Royce of the Walkman. This rock I found on the beach. This dragonfly that landed on my fishing pole. Tiniest flowers I have ever seen growing wild in Germany. This toilet paper with ghosts on it at my Airbnb in Porto. My dog's laying in the exact same position. Saw the mystery machine getting towed. In the UK, fruit and vegetable packaging tells us who it was grown by. I saw a full-sized flatbed trailer with a well-secured toy truck on it this morning. I was planting flowers and this little guy just landed on me. I zipped my jacket and my hoodie together by mistake. Hummingbird family made a nest in a pair of hanging pool goggles. Xfinity keeps sending me these cards in the mail and they always have a different phone number. Vintage clothing store uses Pokémon cards as price tags. There are places in Canada that have bridges for animals to cross over busy roads. I finally found my long lost TMNT cereal box rings. My eggs this morning looked like a happy little guy. My 3-year-old found a live clam on her first trip to the beach. Passed a fully kitted DeLorean on the highway today. Bouquet of roses made with acrylic paint skins. Strips of dried acrylic paint. Took a picture of a champagne cork mid-air. This cruise ship has a public park inside of it. This cellular antenna disguised as a saguaro. Arizona, USA. The Borg have assimilated with the garden gnomes. This beer brewed in Canada, distributed out of Vermont, purchased in Indiana, and consumed in Illinois has a message to Puerto Rico, specifically, not to litter. My order of these imitation sours finally arrived today. Tastes exactly how I remembered. The kid on this pack of cigarettes looks like baby Putin. Smokers' children are more likely to start snow skiing. Get help to stop snow skiing. Consult your doctor or pharmacist. A bloom of jellyfish was beached near my home in southern Japan this weekend. Blackout curtains permanently discolored to look like sun is shining through them where light leaked through the blinds on the other side for 3 years. This insect that landed on me at work today. A bird used a torn up dollar for its nest. This store organized their books by spine color. Half limo, half caravan. The motherboard of an Xbox One X has a little picture of Master Chief riding a scorpion. A shaker top for my bay leaves. Wheelchair accessible picnic table. I grew sunflowers from birdseed this year. The first bloom has a genetic mutation. The packaging quality of old stuff. Found this matching pair at different thrift shops. This rockin' tree merging. 100-year-old wooden escalators. My gym in Rome has many American clients, so they taped on the wall this handy conversion chart. My dog made a path to his little window. 2 homes for sale in 1955, Miami, Florida. Both are now more than $400,000 now. I ordered a slice of pepper jack cheese with my chicken sandwich and they gave me a lot more. This money was left next to a salt lamp long enough for crystals to form. The faucet handle to this sink is on the counter. The way this chocolate bar is cut up. My chicken tender that resembles a shark. This snake tetrizing itself while climbing wall. Zoom capabilities of my phone always blows me away a little. Bought a brand new hard drive from Amazon. Date of manufacture was August 2011. Picked 30 pounds of strawberries. Argentina has small baby animals in their current banknotes. My apartment building has had the same access door for 50 years. Every time somebody tries to break in, instead of replacing, it gets more metal riveted and painted. This painting I made, the sun also rises. I saw a woman with a monkey on her back at a grocery store in Texas today. Someone put their own mixtape on the shelf at my local used CD store. Fan of pine trees. I found a spider web man today. This is what $51 got me at a grocery liquidation store. Almost all the books in the philosophy section are white. A can of Bart Simpson clear cola from 1991. Peach seed up to no good. I cut this papaya open to find it seedless. My bread bag tag is made out of cardboard. Reduced plastic. Door handle of an ice cream store is a scooper. Second set of fur knuckles created from petting my cat. The owner of this minivan allegedly was defrauded by the dealership and spared no feelings using the cursed van as a billboard to put them on blast. Lindsay Chevrolet of Woodridge condones fraud. Lively chat on. Forged my signature /C Yelp reviews. Next door to. My local store fights sriracha shortage with giant bottles of sriracha. A crane outside of my work on a foggy morning with the word here illuminated. My 1991 AC 130 gunship mug from Goodwill is temperature activated, and I just realized this. It's two-sided. This JP themed Jeep in the parking lot of our industrial park. I have 3 laying hens that are sisters. Each has a uniquely shaped egg. This church looks like Mr. Krabs. The soles of my sandals are made out of recycled tires. My cat's food has kangaroo apparently, made with kangaroo. Pretty sure I just saw a Roomba style lawnmower in the wild. A sock on the floor that looks like it is talking. I found a baby bird in a box while leaving work. Gas storage being decommissioned looking like a game asset that hasn't fully loaded. Baseball cap with a hard hat built in. This almost perfectly square rock. A car my brother and I saw at Lowe's. Midnight at St. Petersburg, the city 6 degrees away from the Arctic Circle. I made friends with this naive young robin after it approached me. When I left the park, I set it down, and it flew away. This flower growing out of the road. I have a bird's nest on my windowsill. The babies hatched today. Never seen this vibrant of a rainbow before. This is over my neighborhood after a recent storm. Got a seemingly normal dye at a flea market. Ended up with a cheetah dye instead. The opposite cube. Faces have 2 dots on them. London Heathrow Airport has a charging station with outlets from around the world. Extra large bran flake. Normal size for scale. This garage door has a door in it. My grandma's old shot glass displays a bridge that was destroyed in World War II. Little fella moored behind the USS Constitution in Charlestown, Massachusetts. This restroom at DFW has no gaps in the door and a light indicating if it's occupied or not. This snapping turtle crossing the road in my neighborhood. Sheet got caught in the dryer latch before I started the dryer. The way my plant was eaten overnight. I experienced tadpole pupil yesterday, an apparently rare phenomenon where the iris dilate to muscle spasms. Sign outside an ER in Central Texas. Caution venomous snakes in area. A deck of cards bigger than my hand. This pigeon only has 1 leg. All of these cards are made in China. Japanese bunker from World War II. I just noticed that the recycle logo on this box has 4 arrows going outward, 4 going inward, and it also looks like a box. My Bonds jocks have a join in the elastic which form the word onion. Dr. Sally Ride is on the back of my $quarter coin. US dollar. Neutral restroom at this ice cream place. Whatever. Just please wash your hands. Restroom. The white line is a plane. The dark line is a shadow it was casting ahead of itself, since the sun was behind it in a perfect position. This lasted only for about a minute. This restaurant doesn't charge you for food and lets you decide how much you want to pay. I have a book from 1889. These are some of the home recipes to make your own medicine. On my morning walk, the Arison Bridge appears to be floating above water. My hotel has a freezer full of ice bags instead of an ice machine. My blue light filter glass is reflecting blue light. There was a mobile DJ riding a scooter playing music all over the expo floor at a conference I'm attending. My parents were saving this American online disc for 24 years. Did Joe ever call about the rent last year? I just walked by, but I'm invested in this story now. Joe, you have to pay us rent. Please call us, landlord.